I'm so grateful for another day to help stimulate the mental. Time to strategize, huddle up, where's your circle? I can feel the moment radiate through the convo. Talk is cheap, turn your faith into work. I drink my second cup and put my hands in the dirt. 2 cups, drinking straight drip from the earth. Caffeinated conversations, you heard them here first. One for the wake up. One for the wake up. Two for the work. Caffeinated conversations, you heard them here first.
Welcome back to Two Cups Cafe, where I'm your host, Alan C. Jackson, who I have coming through for a high-quality caffeinated conversation today is none other than my good friend, Lawrence Tribble. What's up, Trib?
What's going on, man? How you doing, brother?
Oh, man, I'm doing great, man. It's been a long time,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Long
Yes, sir.
time.
Yes, sir.
But I've been seeing you doing great things, man. I follow you online, for many years. Back when you were home, man, you was doing great things. Just tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Well, those that don't know me, Lawrence Tribble, they call me Trib. I reside in Atlanta, Georgia currently. Actually, I've been commuting back and forth for the last year, almost a year now.
Okay.
Me and my son started a youth program, mental health, program for boys and girls now, called Passing the Torch.
Okay.
And our whole premise is it's like a rites of passage for young people, young men that start out initially, but, by demand, we had to invite the young ladies now. So we're going to have young ladies on staff that's going to, help nurture and guide these young women as well, to help develop them into young ladies as well as we're developing the young men into young men. So I just feel like it's an issue in today's society. And like we was talking earlier, I'm not really big on talking about what the problem is.
Okay.
It's more so I'm focused on solutions.
Yeah.
So what does that look like? What do we need to do as a Black successful man here in America? Not just Toledo, not just Atlanta. What is our job?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For
So,
sure.
and I feel like I know what that job is, and now I'm putting that in action.
Yeah.
You know?
So, I know, like I said, I've been following you for many years. Give the people a little background on how you got to working with youth, how you grew up, and then how you transitioned, into this space.
Well, wow, how did it start? Okay, football was my being done with football.
Okay.
I don't know if you were an athlete or not, but playing on the next level of sports, I don't care what it was, but mine happened to be football. Trying to let that go is tremendously hard, especially when you're young at heart and still young, because I had to be, 26, I think?
Okay.
So I'm still young, you know what I mean? I'm still athletic, still wanting to play, still want that camaraderie. I still want that them challenges that come with it.
And football, a lot of time, give you that discipline and that schedule too.
That schedule. Yeah. And you know what? Funny thing. I'm glad you said it because I dated somebody and she hates that I'm a scheduler based person. Like you stick to a schedule.
Right.
You got to be on time. You got to be early. You got to jump up. And I'm like, that's just how I'm built. That's how I'm made. You know what I'm saying? So, and I want to teach other people to be like that. That's a great aspect. That's a great character. I don't think that's a flaw.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a benefit. But everybody don't like discipline. Everybody don't like somebody that's consistent, that you can count on to do X, Y, and Z consistently. So so with that being said, the football led me into coaching.
Okay.
So I started coaching at a local school here, Scott High School. And
I graduated from Scott.
Oh, did you?
Yep,
I didn't know that.
Played football there.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yep.
So I helped coach, some of the greats that came up out of Scott, and I loved it. I smelled, I just the smell of the locker room, the turf. Like I felt like I was there playing. You know what I'm saying? So, and then from that, I saw the need for our young men.
Okay.
Like they were coming in jacked up, man. I'm like, so I started teaching, substitute teaching. So now I got a class. So I'm like, well, if I do that, and maybe I could sow some seeds in these kids and let them know, like, you don't have to live like this. I don't care what it looked like. This ghetto lifestyle is not really what you really aspiring to be.
Right.
A hood dude, a hood nigga, whatever they want to call it. Like, when I was growing up, we was trying to get out of the hood.
Right, exactly.
These dudes trying to stay in the hood and get to the hood. Suburban cats want to get to the hood. Like, for what? The hood ain't good. What's good in the hood? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand how social media and movies and what have you have turned it. Like, we were trying to get out, bro. We was not glorifying the hood, man. And these young ladies glorifying hood dudes and what, I understand that bad boy image. I get it, man.
Right.
But at some point, you got to grow up and, like, what's really important in life? What values do you possess to want to, put on your kids, to allow your kids to grow in? So from that standpoint, I started teaching, and I'm like, and it's getting even worse. I'm seeing the kids like, man, these dudes not coming to school. Conversation is horrible. They don't want to do their work. And I'm trying to figure out the whole time, like, why? Like, what's the issue?
Right.
Visiting homes, now I'm starting to see the family dynamic. What's going on at home? Like, now I see, like, okay. So now my thing is, you know what? Maybe I start a group home.
Okay.
And then I can rear these kids correctly. I can give them, dress them the way I want to dress them, give them the information that they need to get. We have daily conversations. I know they eating good.
Right.
I know they, they being groomed good, all of that. So I start a group home. And, from the group home, it's always more and more you want to do because from every time you get something, you see something else.
Right.
So I'm like, well, I got the group home, I got this going on, but this ain't reaching enough people. Let me start a community group.
Okay.
That's when Village 50 came into
I remember
existence.
that.
So I got 50 minority, professional men to come together for, just for one thing only, which is to change the social fabric of our neighborhoods.
Yeah.
So we went to the worst schools and we started volunteering our time and giving our money and caring and talking to these kids. And, from that, and not feeling, I'm not going to say the city, but the United Way, had a hand for me leaving was I didn't feel like they were in support of what we're doing, even though the 2 years we were in operation in the schools, those schools turned around tremendously. And them getting a grant to pay other people to come in and try to do what we were doing for free was a kind of a smack in our face. So, I tell people all the time I left with a broken heart. Like, I left. So I thought Atlanta was a place that looked like me. It was a lot of productive, professional people of color.
Right.
That would kind of mirror some of my values and my thoughts and the energy that I possess.
Yeah.
And I bounced, man.
Because you was doing some lot of big things in Atlanta too. Was like more entrepreneurial.
Well, yeah. The funny thing, I didn't do anything with kids initially. I mean, I did some work with the Y. Okay. With doing a youth Fit for Life program with elementary school kids, which I learned a lot in that. Which on my podcast, I just talked about that like a couple weeks ago. But for the most part, I did a lot of, like I said, I started a trucking company. I did that for a few years. I learned how to do renovations at homes. Yeah. So I started doing plumbing.
You wasn't doing
HVAC.
No just shabby jobs. I saw some of your work. You was doing the real high class makeovers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing how God moves, man. I mean, my story is man. I wrote 2 books. Actually, I wrote 3 books throughout this process.
Okay.
That kind of try to make sense of what was going on in my life, man. And people don't know this, man, but for like 3 years when I was in Atlanta, I think I was averaging about $12,000 a year. So when I moved there, this is off of after making $20K, not tax-free dollars, 20 to zero income for a year. And as that dried up with me, meeting people, negotiating contracts for this and that, and things not coming together, God, He led me in a new direction. You know what I mean? I learned to do these things, as far as the carpentry work with a good friend of mine, Dana Pate. And he actually is from Ohio, but from Dayton. And, my mind just just grasped it because I was hungry for it, not just for money, but I've always had a passion because my dad did, lightweight, drywall and glass block windows and things. But, something about me, when I get involved with something, I want to know the totality of it.
You go all the way down
All
the rabbit
the way.
hole.
So I'm like from doing footers for the foundation to putting a roof on the house.
Yeah.
Is what I'm into now. Electric, plumbing, HVAC, we do it all, man.
Yeah.
So I've started 2 companies within this 13 years of being gone, Tribble LLC and TT&T Consulting, where we do home renovations. We built our first house maybe right during COVID. It was 2018. And I learned a lot during that process. So, I mean, God's been amazing, bro.
Yeah,
he's been amazing. And now, through a good friend of mine, I'm back. I'm back in the city, bro.
Yeah, man, that's tremendous, man. But I wanted to take it back just a little further. Like, where do you think that? Because ever since I've known you or been around you, you've always been working with youth. Mm-hmm. And so, was that something that did somebody in your youth, your young teenage years pour into you? Or what stood out that made you say that, this is my calling? Or was it just really just God just putting the unction or something on your heart for it?
It's definitely God, man. I didn't really have any mentors growing up, man. Okay. I mean, I looked up to my dad, of course, what he was saying. An older brother of mine, and, he was into some illegal stuff. But, I mean, and I looked up to him as well. But I didn't have anybody, not until I came to college, bro. And he was only maybe 2 years older than me.
Yeah.
And you know him, I believe.
Who's that?
Kevin Colburn.
Oh, yeah, no, Kev, for sure.
And Kev was like, remember Ice Cube and Higher Learning?
Like, what is his name? Fudge or something like that.
that was him for me.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, he came up to me one day and was like, Trib, man. And at this time, I'm stealing. I'm smoking weed. I'm drinking. I'm womanizing. I'm wilding. Like, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Because I just, even though I played ball, was, I still just had that side. Okay. You know what I mean? So he told me that he wanted me to speak at the Black Student Union. And I'm like, what? Nigga, I'm a thief, dog.
Right,
I'm wilding. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the bookstore stealing books and man, dude, I'm wild. Like, what would I have to say, bro? I'm like, no, man, I ain't speaking nowhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm the guy that didn't want to meet the girl's father at home. Right, because I know I had bad intentions. Like, no, I don't want to speak. So, but I couldn't shake it.
Yeah.
I went home, dreamt about, like, why would this man, he know I'm be wilding. He know, we didn't been in the same circles. He know how I get down. Like, what would make this man have me to speak? Out of all people. Right. And I couldn't let it go. So, maybe a week or so went by, and I finally talked to him. I said, let me holler at you, kid. And he's like, what's up? I said, what would make you ask me to speak? Mm-hmm. Like, what? And he was like, bro, where you come from, man? The life that you lived and how you was able to get to college and play ball and do something that your family hasn't done. Right. And you changing generational curses, bro. You obviously got a wherewithal to do something great. Yeah. I've never had anybody at that time in my life tell me I could do anything but illegal stuff. Right. So steal, rob, lie, manipulate. So I hung on to that. So I'm like, he saw all that. Right. You know what I'm saying? And from that point on, man, my life suddenly started changing to the point I ended up devoting my life to Christ, maybe a year later. And I wanted to change. Yeah. And one of my issues were, where were the men?
Yep. At that time,
How do you change? A woman could do a great job raising her son, but she can't teach manhood. Mm-hmm. And I knew that. And I had a great mom, church, associate pastor of our church, and wrote me great letters and encouragement and stuff, but she couldn't teach that yearning I had for manhood. Yeah. My father was deceased at the time. Okay. And I'm like, where do you go?
Where you go?
And she wrote me a letter and it led me to church, St. James Church, God in Christ. Mm-hmm. And I went. And I saw black men with
Yeah.
families,
Mm.
you know, VPs of their companies.
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, these weren't broke men. These were
Right.
successful men. And the choir director at that time, Derek Roberts,
Yeah, I remember
he took me
Derek,
under his
yeah.
wing and started mentoring me. Gave me a book called The Power of Purpose by Miles Monroe.
Yeah. I remember
Changed
that
my
book.
life,
Yeah.
brother. I never thought about purpose until
Okay.
that day. I was 26 years old. I'll never forget it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, purpose? And I read it and started understanding. So I started seeking purpose at that point.
Yeah.
Because he was talking about the power of your purpose
Mm-hmm.
and the power of your thumbprint and your identity and who God called you to be. And that just started a boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And so as I got saved and decided to go to law school,
Mm-hmm.
and I was working at a juvenile detention facility.
Okay.
And I was speaking about
Was
God
it
to these kids. St.
St.
Anthony's
Anthony's
Village.
Village? Yeah. My brother used to work there. Yeah.
That's where I met it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, it all comes together.
Mhm.
So I watched these kids, man, and they'd step at night and be asking me scripture because I just read my Bible a lot.
Mhm.
And they're like, you know, what does this mean? What's the scripture mean?
Yeah.
And I start seeing shackles break off these kids, man. And I was like, this is, I would do this for free.
Yeah.
This makes my heart do something I ain't never done before.
That's powerful, man.
And I started taking them to church.
Yeah.
And then my pastor saw these kids. Now, you talking about 13, 14, 15-year-old kids crying out before God at the altar.
Right.
That's special.
Yes, sir.
And my pastor saw that. And 3 days away from me leaving to go to law school, he had a meeting with me and asked me, like, you know, what's the big picture for you?
Yeah.
I said, well, I'm going to law school. I already got where I'm staying, where I got accepted at Akron
Okay.
University.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know, I said, what's wrong? He was just like, I just feel something else. Like, what else? What else does you want to do? I'm like, what's bigger than a lawyer?
Right. So what's right?
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
where we come from.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like I'm doing something big.
Right.
He said, so what you actually want to do with that? I said, well, I want to represent misrepresented youth in the judicial system.
Okay.
Because I deal with it all the time when I'm with Sandy Villa. I got to go to court with these kids.
Yep.
This kid shot somebody. And you got a public defender for this kid
Right.
15 minutes before he sees a judge or a magistrate. You don't know nothing about it.
Yeah. Take you to a little room and just kind of.
Yeah.
All right. That's what they saying. What you want to do?
Yeah, and I just thought it was unjust. You know what I mean? Like, you're judging this kid off of something he did that you have no idea why.
Right.
He's not responsible. And you know, with my history and my thoughts about and understanding of young people, how you grow up, man, really, really kind of fastens you to what's real and not real, what is wrong and what is right.
Right.
Like, you can't say that's his fault if that's how he was reared.
Yeah, you
he don't
operate,
even
yeah.
understand. He's shooting. We already know why the old dude got him pulling the trigger, because he's minor. He ain't gonna get the same time this guy getting.
Right.
So, and then they glorify him when he come back, like,
Right.
hey, you shot the nigga. You
Right.
and you got a grown man boosting up a child, and you creating monsters, and these kids don't know they not. And I don't feel like they should be held responsible in that manner. Like, maybe a program that's gonna teach right for wrong,
Right.
but not ship them away, you know what I'm saying, to a boys camp where they getting raped or beat up or anything, because being locked up ain't good, how, nowhere. So he said, yeah, I see that. He said, I see that. So how? He said, so, well, I said, I thought about a group home later, you know what I mean? So that way, when I represent them, I can have them sent to my group home,
Right.
and I know they're going to get reared the correct way,
Okay.
you know, get the love and nurturing that they deserve. He said, well, if I can make that happen now with the group home, would you stay? I said, I mean, I never even thought about that.
Right.
But yeah, yeah.
And you already was thinking about all the purpose, what the purpose was. Yeah.
Absolutely. So with that, man, you know, it kind of, you know, it started changing the trajectory of my life. You know, number one, Bishop James was a 70-plus-year-old man that believed in me.
Right.
He watching me. I'm 26.
Mm-hmm.
And he's telling me, this is another man.
Another man.
Giving me identity, telling me I'm great. What you're doing is great. What your gifts is great. And I'm like, I'm not going nowhere. If this man say that, I'm going to stay here
Right.
and develop this and that. I didn't know it was going to take another 4.5 years
Right.
to develop, but the things that I had to learn in that process I couldn't have did that going away to school. You know what I'm saying? So for the path God had for me, and from there it just, that's when it led to the schools and whatever. And that's what made me want to give back to these children, because St. Anthony Villa, when I saw how these kids was being reared at home by cousins and uncles and moms letting stuff happen, moms on drugs, I'm like, somebody that had a loving upbringing. Even though my mom didn't show it, I felt it was my job. Like, it was, somebody had told me, you can get paid to bring the kids you with, like you can do a group home or whatever. It offended me.
Right.
Because I felt as an educated black man with a degree, that's my duty.
Duty. Okay.
I'm not looking for no cash payment. It offended me. And then as I matured, I started realizing that's what God does. As you operate in your purpose, he gonna finance it. That don't mean that's got to be the driving force.
Right.
This is just compensation for what you would do for free. And I tell people all the time, your purpose is never usually aligned with what you do for a living.
Okay.
But it might be a nucleus to what you're supposed to be doing.
Okay.
Like your occupation typically is aligned somehow with what God had purposed for you to do. So when I tell people, like, how do you find your purpose? Most of the time it's in finding something that you're willing to do for free. And you love it.
Exactly. If you're willing to do something for free, then when the compensation comes, it's not going to change your heart.
No, it's just going to fuel it, because what we know about money does nothing but multiply
who you already are, for sure.
Who you already are. So if you're already a giver, you're going to be more of a giver. You're already a nurturer, you're going to be more of a nurturer, because you got opportunity to do more.
Yeah.
And I really believe, and I say this all the time, we are conduits for God. He gives us currency. Currency is a current that's got to be flowing, but it comes right back.
Yeah.
As you sow, you reap. You reap, you sow. I mean, that's just what happens. But we caught up in the matrix, man, and we don't really understand our God design.
Yeah, God's principles work, man.
Man,
He would say, "Rain on the just and the unjust," brother.
It's because of His grace, and we get grace confused. I mean, because if God would kill everybody that's sinned, we all would be dead.
Here we go. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They say Jesus was the only perfect man. That's why He was able to redeem us.
Yeah.
A fallen culture, a fallen nation, a people, and we don't grasp that. You know what I'm saying? We don't grasp it, and we don't aspire, because we too busy looking at everybody's flaws. I don't want to identify with your flaws. I don't want to highlight your flaws. Let me highlight what you do good. Like I just told you about my journey.
Yes, sir.
That didn't mean I wasn't doing nothing bad. But when people highlighted my good,
Built you up. Yeah.
built me up, and it's like the light just overtook the dark. I didn't want to do things that was out of pocket for somebody to see that other side.
Right.
I like the way it felt when you saw the good side. So let me do things that's gonna nurture that. And in my new book I just wrote, Sozo, Nothing Missing, Nothing Broken.
Yeah. I
talk about this. It's a 90-day journal of teaching inner peace, finding that those traumas that we've suffered from, that we might not know, we might not know how to deal with them.
Right.
And it's asking, the book asking pertinent questions to help you identify, and then how to deal. So,
how did you come to that place where you like, this needs to be for everybody? Because I bought my copy off Amazon.
Okay, you all did you? Okay,
I'm waiting for it to come right now.
I appreciate
you. So like, I know a lot of times, like even with me, it's like, I might do something and I'll be like, okay, that's for me. But then I got other people asking me questions, and it's just like, wow, like, how did you get to a place where you was able to be that transparent and share yourself with so many people?
Well, I get my transparency from my mom.
Okay.
I know that. My mom talks a lot, talks too much, and I talk too much. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't handle me. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna talk. I'm a talker, man, and I'm a talker because I feel like I have something to say.
Yeah, for sure.
and I'm saying something that's gonna change your life if you apply it. It's just like any pastor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you apply what he's preaching, you go to his church for a reason. You apply it, you're gonna become. And I've listened to powerful preachers. Bishop James was powerful. Dr. McKinstry, powerful.
Yep, Dr.
And
Pat,
my current pastor, Pastor Creflo Dollar, powerful. These people are successful for doing something.
100%.
And so if you listen, people give clues and breadcrumbs to the trail to success. How wise are you? It depends on how wise you are to listen.
Right.
And I like to say I watch everybody. I'm a people watcher.
Okay.
And it's not that I'm jealous or envious. It's that I think those good points of your life, I can learn and can apply it to me.
Yeah.
That don't mean I'm trying to be you. It just means I like something about you that I feel will look good on me. And I'm going to apply it.
Because you look at probably, in the word, like God is not a respecter of persons. If he did it for him, you'd do it for me. Not that I want what you got,
Exactly.
But I believe that if you could have it, then I could have it. If you're successful, I could be successful. If you could be free, I could be free. Because like you said, like God puts it in his word, and then you was living that, and you had other people model that for you.
Yeah.
So now you're able to grasp onto it. A lot of times people get upset with successful people because it looks easy. But no, you just embrace what you don't know. Okay, I don't know that, but let me learn, like you said about the houses. I don't know how to do that. Let me learn how to do it.
Yeah.
Now you engulf yourself in
Yeah.
it. Now, if you're trying to help somebody, you're going to engulf yourself in that. So that's like, it's, to me, just talking to you really seems like you embrace that conduit, thing. So it's like, God, whatever you want me to do, I'll do it.
That's right.
And just being a willing vessel,
right.
man, and it just cuts down the time that it takes to do things so much.
But I realize, is that when I wanted that change, like I was telling you earlier, when I wanted to do the group home bit, Bishop said, I'll finance it. I got you. But you got to do the legwork.
Right.
I ain't about to go figure out how to
Right.
get started.
All the odds and ends.
So
like,
them doors that I knocked on, those was prominent men in this city that wasn't helping me. They would not pass the torch. And I'm like, why am I cutting down the same trees these Negroes cut down already, and I'm just trying to do something productive?
You feel like the trail was already blazed.
Yeah.
But they want you to, I got the trail blazed right here, but you start next to where it's forest, and then you blaze that one.
Exactly. See, but my thing is like, woe to you, bro. Woe to you for not showing me the path, bro. You 60 plus. I was what, 20 something at the time, 27? You can't show a young brother, give him the path. I could be trying to do anything besides something positive, and you wouldn't open that up for me. Like, I just could never shake that. That's why the name of my podcast and my new company is called Passing the Torch.
Passing the
That's
torch,
what my life is about. I have to pass the torch. I have to give wisdom to the young. And some old heads that didn't get the memo before, you can hear it now.
Yes, sir.
But it's hard for old Negroes to change. You know that. They set in their way. Well, I've made it this far. I don't see nothing too wrong. I didn't have to have no $1 million house and no car. I'm doing all right.
Right.
I mean, and that's cool. If that's the life. I know I'm not fulfilled, man, until that casket closed. I want to consistently see young people winning, man.
Yeah.
That's the legacy I want to leave. Like, and I've been blessed coming back here, man. I mean, I don't know if I could ever live here again, but I've been blessed coming back here because I'm getting my flowers every time I get here, man. Somebody like yourself just hit me up. Like, people continue to let me know, bro, you loved here, bro.
Yeah.
You was doing some good work here, bro. I'm sad that you gone, my bro. We need you here. Like, I love that because that's a true legacy. That people can say this brother helped me become great.
Yeah.
I will always reverence Kevin Colbert, and I tell him this all the time. You was a vehicle for me, bro.
Yeah.
You sowed a seed, and you only 2 years older than me, man.
But Kev, I mean, I know Kev too. Kev seemed like he was old.
Exactly.
He did seem like
just
he
a
was
wise
old.
brother, you know what I'm saying?
Sure, for
And he
sure.
was just a focused individual,
Yeah,
man.
he was.
So it just helped me. I'm always gonna pay credit. I talked to Vinny Riccardi's
Riccardi,
birthday.
yeah.
He just had a birthday.
Yeah, I talked to Mr. Vinny last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was talking to his son, and we probably, he's got some things planned, and I was like, it just made me reminisce about, because he was one of the guys
Okay.
that I contacted that opened the playing field for me. I think he was the one that helped me get all my policies and procedures together for my
Okay.
group home.
Oh, that's
And I don't know how I forgot that until I wished him, when I saw Happy Birthday, he just turned 69. And it just all came back to me like,
And he still don't stop.
man, he look good too,
Yep.
69.
And he don't stop. He go every day. He go hard.
Man,
for real.
and I love that. And he's a major, major pillar in this community. So I'm not going to say all the brothers, because we had Vinny. We had Vinny, we had Kevin, we had House Emmanuel. We had some groups
Yeah, House Emmanuel.
that was making moves. That's Marcus Goodwin and Ward Goodwin.
Yep,
So, they gave me a chance. They pulled me on, was like, Trill, and they was with Kevin. They was all together aligned. So we was just aligning with each other. But that was the dream team. Anita Hudson, they all worked out at Mommy Youth Prison.
Yeah.
And man, it was the dream team, bro. That was a dream, and we came and we was serious. We was intentional. We changing our city, bro. We about to save some lives, and I got some stuff planned now, man. That is gonna revolutionize the city, man.
Okay.
My whole mindset is adopting. Like, I want to adopt projects.
Okay. Okay.
They say, my mom said, you always dating them. You want to date project, put people together. And I'm like, there's something in me for projects.
Okay.
So if I'm going to take on a project, it should be a child. So just a couple weeks ago, me and my son, we went down to the Cherry Woods. We're adopting Cherry Woods. And my whole goal is to groom that neighborhood. Dress them up, get them haircuts, get them clothes. We gon' you know how the drug man, he'll go ahead and front the kids some stuff so they can go out and make a little money, and they come back and they thinking like, yo, man, he put me on.
Right.
But really, you took all the risk. But it's camouflaging the money that you received.
Right.
So he go back, do give him a little more, and he's string money, turn around and think like, this is my man, he love me. And he don't. He just profiting off you. That's my mindset. It's always been my mindset.
Okay.
To groom, but in a positive sense.
Right.
When I first started Harriman Boys Academy, which was my group homes that I started with the help of Bishop James, I asked God, I said, God, give me what the drug dealer has. Okay. I want all that flashy stuff. Because truthfully, honest, my right hand to God, bro, I'm not really a flashy dude. I don't like a lot of attention on me.
Okay.
But when you call to do God's work, it ain't about you.
Yeah, you gotta look good. Yeah.
So I'm thinking like, what attracts these kids? Jewelry. I got diamond chains. I got furs. I bought an Escalade, the first one with ESV. That was the first year.
Big boy. Yeah.
With the deep dish black wheels.
Yeah.
Had them S-Class Mercedes. Bought a big house on the lake in Miami. But it was all flash to get their attention.
To show them that you could have
Absolutely
a different way and have the same stuff.
And every young man, every street kid that I've ever mentored, that's the first thing they say. Man, you pulled up in that Benz or that Escalade or went to your house. I have never seen a movie theater in a house. Like, it was those things that stood out that grabbed them. So once they got grabbed, I got their attention now.
Now you can teach them.
Now I can teach you. It ain't even about this, bro. I just tricked you just like the dope man.
That just tricked you like the dope man.
I tricked you like the dope man. You follow me because of this.
Right.
But guess what? I got a whole bag full of wisdom for you, bro. And I'm about to change your life.
Oh,
So-
man, I like that.
So that's what, my whole mission is with adopting these projects.
Okay.
And we're going to build them up, man. We're going to build them up. We're going to feed them, and we're going to send them back to their neighborhoods so they can affect change, bro. That's my whole purpose of being here, bro. And I thank Jonathan James with EFE that pulled me on board and said, hey, man, I got to respect him because, a lot of men don't, they don't encourage other men.
Right.
And for him to give me my flowers like he did, and then he backed his word. Like, get here. Whatever it is that you looking for, I got it.
Yeah.
somebody leave with money, like I got to listen to him. What'd you say again? Hold on. You know what I'm saying? So he saw something that I didn't see in myself because I've been out the game for 13 years and I wasn't working with no kids.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm damn sure I ain't going back to Toledo. No.
Right.
And he had me watch this movie called The Forge, man.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Man.
That's a powerful movie, man.
Bro, I cried like a little baby, man, watching it because I felt
the CEO
ashamed.
brother he was serious.
I felt ashamed because I'm like, that's what I was doing. And I got tired and I left. But this is my call, it's my purpose, bro. You can't run from purpose and think you're gonna have heaven on earth. Called him up like, bro, I watched the movie. You tricked me. You got me. You knew it was going to get me. When you told me to watch the movie, what I need to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I got to commute, I just got to commute. I mean, and then since then, this was last October, God's been elevating me and giving me more visions and telling me what to do and how to do it, who to bring on board, who to partner with. It's been coming so fast, and I'm just excited. I ain't been able to sleep, man, thinking about what God is doing, man. Because as the earth is getting worse, this knucklehead president we got, the stuff that's people back. I don't even watch politics. You know, I live by different rules.
Right.
Different kingdom, bro. I don't, you know, God, what's going to be is going to be.
No,
he going to protect his, and our job is to be the protectors. If I'm filled with his spirit, I have the power and authority to protect those that surround me. So I ain't worried about Donald Trump, president. I'm going to pray for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and we're going to move forward and we're going to do what we're supposed to do. So I'm excited, man. We got a lot going on and you know, I'm sure I'll be calling on you for some things because it takes a village, man.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
100%.
I can't do it alone and my son can't do it alone and people that's come on board, we can't do it by ourselves. So we're just looking for a few good men that's willing to follow the spirit, man, not me, but follow the spirit and say, hey, man, I identify with your spirit and it should be a oneness because we got the same spirit.
Right.
It ain't like I'm following Trib. No, we aligned and the same calling he has, I have.
No, for sure. I know. I say a lot of times, I'm talking to friends of mine. I'm like, do people want to see change, or do they just want to have to get the credit for the change?
That's it.
So, like you said, like-minded individuals should be able to come together, no matter who's leading the charge.
That's
if it's a vision that'll put us all further ahead, then it shouldn't matter if you know my name is on the flyer or if you know it's my Instagram account or however people do it these days. You know what I'm saying? Like you came and you did my podcast. You know, you could have been like, you know, I don't do, you know, what's your analytics? You know, how many people, how many subscribers you got? You know, because you know my platform is for the masses and stuff. But I just appreciate you coming by and just spending this time with me, man. Just being able to catch up and see, you know, all the great things that you're doing and things you got planned, man.
Absolutely,
it's a
man.
blessing, man.
It's a blessing for you to even call me, man. Like this is what I live for.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who watches your podcast and where it's going to be. I'm also recording while I'm speaking. So I'm going to put it out there as well.
Sure.
So it's not, the word has to go out here. I'm one person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know who going to listen to this off of yours that follow you that might share with somebody else that's going to do something. I don't know how it's going to do. My job is just to be obedient. Get up here and talk. Get up here and spit. Get up here and talk. Be my spirit. Be my hands in the earth. You know what I mean? We got to do this. It ain't nobody. Somebody say, I'm praying that God does this. And God, like, he looking at us like
I'm waiting for you to do something.
Nigga, I'm in you. I already put it there. What are you waiting on me for? Just act. You act. I'm with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you a father? Yeah,
sure.
so, you know, when your kids first take their first steps, they looking back at you like, you're like, man, go. I'm waiting on you. I got you.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Jump in the pool. I mean, just swim to me. I got you. Don't worry. And that's how God is. And we, because we're older and grown, we forget to come to God like babies.
Like babies. Like a child.
He got us, man. He got us, man. He gonna tell us everything we need. I love that. It's something on Instagram I saw. It was a picture of Jesus. He had his hand out to the little girl for her little teddy bear. She had a little bitty teddy bear about this big, and he was asking for it, and she was like looking at him like, no, I don't want to give you that. But behind his back, he had one that was like this big, and he like, if you give it to me,
that,
I got something greater and bigger. If we just give what he's given us.
Right.
He gave her that little one. Now I want to give you something greater. And that's how God is, man. He want, but if we don't use the talents that he gave us, he's given so many illustrations in the Bible. The talents.
Yeah.
One buried them. The other one didn't do nothing. The other one, he multiplied it. You got to understand that your gifts is for multiplication. God only deals in multiplication. He don't add. We subtract. He don't take away. But when we don't use, it just it dissipates.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you forget how to do it. I used to cheat in college, right? My first year I was cheating. My girlfriend was so smart, bro. She did all my work for me, did my papers, everything. So we broke up maybe third year. Nigga, I'm looking at this like
that stuff was looking like it's Chinese.
Like Chinese, man. What the hell? Like I forgot how to study, bro. Like if you don't use it, you lose it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I was young. Shit, I was like in my 20s. So, and I'm like, so I understand that our gifts and callings are the same way. If you don't use it, you know, bruh, you high school, college, you would never think that this would be me, man. Those that knew me in college, I promise you, bro, I was an idiot, bro. I was after women, and so close, and it was all shenanigans. I wasn't about to speak at nobody's podcast.
Right.
Maybe how to pimp hoes or something, but it wasn't about saving lives, bro. It wasn't about that. It wasn't that, bro. So I mean, I'm just grateful, man. He's given me a chance, man, and I'm gonna let my light shine, brother. And I appreciate, you know, the plug to even be here to spread the word, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Because we have a remnant of men that's ready, bro, and we coming. You know, all means necessary, man. I told, and you know the funny thing, how this started. This second, I would say this is my second term of my life.
Okay.
Is that I was just at a place of misery. You know what I'm saying? Was in a horrible relationship.
Yeah.
You know, girl cheats, lies, manipulates, then tell me she don't want me and leave with somebody else. And I'm just like, I could go. My daughter good, she married, everything good, I can go. And God said, okay, that's what I was waiting on.
Waiting for you
to... You finally got enough of yourself, thinking you got this. You finally said, okay, now let's work. Start a podcast. I'm like, what? Passing the torch. That's how Passing the Torch was started. And I'm like, what? And then it led to Jonathan calling me. And then that started. And it just started. Then now writing another book. Oh, I wrote another book called Freedom.
Okay.
It was a spinoff of my first book, which was Sweatless Victories, 10 Answers to Everyday Questions. And I could never find my external hard drive, and I never finished it. I wrote like 2 more chapters.
Okay.
I found that. After 8 years, I done found that. And this, so I mean, it just starts taking off. When you get sick and tired of being who you are, bro, and just letting God do what he do, he gonna open it up. Now you ready. Now you ready. When you get to the end of yourself, because if you knew what was going on, bro, you would already be where you trying to go. Right. You don't.
Don't know.
Every day is about getting in alignment. People say, well, when you sin, you know, God's gonna curse you. No, that ain't how it works, bro. His grace is forever. It's eternal. But what happens is that his grace is in one's place. It's steady coming down in this one place. And this is what we do. We get blessed, and it's still coming, and then we go sit over here for a while, and we keep passing through the blessing. We getting blessing here, and we getting a blessing there because we keep passing through it instead of becoming in line and just stay there.
Stay in there.
And it's continual, and you just walking in it continuously out of obedience, and you just overwhelmed. He said, I give you exceedingly abundantly above all you could think or imagine. So many things that happened in my life that I couldn't fathom.
Right. You knew it wasn't you. Yeah.
No. Even when I was living in the quarry, I'm like, I was the only black there at the time and the youngest male on a lake. Like, I'm like, what? Nobody in my family like this. Nobody I know here. Jim Jackson maybe.
Right.
But I'm like, dude, I'm not even supposed to be here. Like, my whole life is, I ain't supposed to be here.
Right.
But I stopped saying that because when you align yourself with Christ, man, and God,
I'm where you want me
you
to be.
supposed to be there. That's what we world changers. We supposed to be in the blessing, walking in the blessing continuously. But we keep getting out of alignment, man, with choices that we make. So I'm excited, bro. I mean, I know you can feel the energy. I'm excited, man. I'm you caught me at a great time.
Yeah.
I'm on my way back to Georgia tomorrow, but you know, I want to stay in touch for sure, man. And I'm gonna be pulling on you for some things because as the ideas come up, man, I just want to continue to pull on good men for we can come together because we're better together, bro. As a nucleus of men, especially men, black men, we unstoppable, bro.
Yes, sir.
We unstoppable.
No, man, that's what my podcast is about, man. Like I say, it's one for the wake, one for the work. Like every day, like I get up and I have my first cup of coffee, and it's like what I'm in that place of just thankfulness and gratefulness and Lord, what you want me to do? I'm meditating. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking about the day. I always tell my the young boys I work with, I said, just don't wake up and just run to the school. Just don't wake up and just jump out to bed and go to work or but no, allow yourself some time just to kind of just think about what you're thinking about. Like just thinking about the goodness of God and like what you're working on. And then that second cup, like by the time I get to that, now I'm ready for the work. Like let's tackle what's going on for the day. So and then I always say like you don't have to be famous to make a difference. You don't have to be the most well-known person. You don't have to be the person always out front to make a difference. So that's why I like bringing people on my podcast that I know that are doing great work, but they may not be household names. But I've seen them. Like you say, you watch people. I've watched from afar. Like okay, it's something about that guy or something about that young lady that could speak to somebody else. And then it's like somebody. One person can't reach everybody. It's like until somebody hears your story. That's right. They may be inspired. Somebody might talk to me. They be inspired. One person can't capture it all. That's why I do this, and I like having high quality adult conversations. Because I work with teenage boys. 7 days a week. Yeah. So sometimes, man, my head be spinning and I go home and I talk to my wife and she's like, why are you talking to me like that? You sound like one of them boys. I ain't one of them boys. Quit talking to me like that. So I'm like, okay. I got to get some adult conversation and use our vocabulary, you know what I'm saying? And just bring it up a level.
I've been there, brother.
So that brings me like just having these conversations with different individuals that's doing just a lot of good things. It just continues to raise my awareness. Right. Fills my cup, man. Give me the fuel to keep doing what I'm doing. Yes, man. Sir. So once again, man, I just want to thank you for coming out. And if it's anything, like you said, I'm gonna plug your book. I'm still learning how to do a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna put it in the description. You know what I'm saying? And just prayerfully to reach some people, man, and make some change, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
definitely, man. We better together, man.
Yes, sir.
We better together.
So that's going to be our time for the day. Like I said, Alan C. Jackson, 2 cups. Until next time, just keep doing the wake and keep doing the work. God bless.
Peace.